What's going on YouTube? My name is Ali and welcome back to AB's Reef. There's going to be a lot of things happening in this video. You're going to see which stand I chose. You're going to see me drilling my tank. And last but not least, you're going to see how I did the plumbing for my reef tank. So stay tuned and I will catch you at the end of the video. As always.
So a lot of you guys are probably wondering, why do I have that picture right here? So when I got into reefing and keeping saltwater tanks, I had no idea what a sump was. So I'm sure there's a ton of people out there that have no idea what a sump is. So this picture is for those people. So what is a sump? A sump is a second aquarium that you keep below your display tank or behind your display tank that houses all your equipment. As you can see in this picture, it keeps your heater, it keeps your return pump, you can make a small refugium, it keeps your protein skimmer, your reactor. So any equipment that you want to keep, it stays in your sump. And the reason for that is that way your display tank looks clutter-free and you have more room to keep corals and live rock, and fish have more room to swim. Here you can see my display tank with my sump, and you can see why I chose that stand, because it houses my 20 long sump perfectly. So I believe in perfection. If I'm gonna build something, I want it done perfect and the first time. So what I did was I sketched what I was gonna build in my sump, literally on my sump with the Sharpie, as you can remove Sharpie with rubbing alcohol very easily. So after I sketched everything, I measured everything what I needed. I went to Lowe's and I got everything cut. I used a mix of acrylic and glass. Don't ask me why, that's what they had available, so I really didn't have a choice. And don't forget, it was my first time building my own sump, so I did have hard time putting the bubble trap together, as I could not fit my silicone gun between those glasses. But doing some research, looking up some videos, it worked like a charm. How I did it. Maybe I can post a video in the future if I ever build a sump again for you guys. So I won't go in details how I drilled the glass. That's another video for another time. So after the drilling was done, I did a leak test to make sure my tank doesn't leak from anywhere. And for the plumbing, you're gonna see a lot of unions, and I promise you cannot have too many unions. Because if I need to take a pipe off from somewhere, I can just undo the union and boom, I don't have to cut anything. So here you can see, after I installed my Eshops overflow, I did have to make a groove in my tank because I wanted my water level to be up where I wanted, because with the template it provides, the water level is very low. I did not want my water level to be almost 2 inches from the rim. So I took my Dremel, I Dremeled the little groove out, that way I can raise my overflow, that way my water level won't be 2 inches low. As I just told you, you cannot have too many unions. If you have built a reef tank in the past, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I used regular PVC from Home Depot and Lowe's, and for the valves I used regular ball valves. I did not want to go gate valves because it's just a 40-gallon tank with a 20 long sump. If I was building a big 200-gallon setup, maybe I would add a gate valve so I could fine-tune my water flow. But it's a small tank, so I was like, what, I can get away with ball valves. So you're gonna see here I have 2 drain lines. One is gonna go straight into my skimmer section, whereas the other line is going into my hang on the bag refugium. I'm not gonna tell you guys why do I have 3 refugiums. That's a surprise for you guys. It did take me a couple hours to cut everything, put everything together, dry fit, make sure I like it, and then glue it together. It probably took me close to 3-4 hours. Here you can see the finished product of my plumbing and my reef tank. I am very happy with it. You can see I have too many unions. I have a ball valve almost on every single line, and here you can see I have another CPR Fuge. Remember, I'm not gonna tell you right now, so stay tuned. So after my plumbing and everything was done, everything was glued together, I did wait about 24 hours before I added water. I did add one 10-pound bag of sand just for the cycle to start. Some of you guys are probably wondering how I designed my sump. So here you can see I have an auto top up section, a return section, a little rack to keep some median polyfiber, frac tank, bubble trap, and a skimmer section. I am very happy with the outcome. You know, it's perfect. I love it. For my overflow, I went with Eshops Eclipse Overflow Box Small. One thing that I don't like about it, that the inside black box does not have a cover. I mean, don't get me wrong, it is very quiet. It's Herbie style where it has one drain line and one emergency line. I like it. You know, it comes with everything that you need to get this thing installed properly. Here you can see the water's in, the sands, and you can see two basic wave makers from Petco that I got for $50. The sump isn't. I know that power strip is sitting right on top of the sump. I promise you, I moved it after I took that picture.
Welcome back, YouTube. I hope that you enjoyed my video, and if you did not enjoy it, let me know how I can fix it so you can enjoy it. If you guys want to see how I am curing my Pukani and my Reef Saver Rock, stay tuned for my next video. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. AB's Reef, signing out.